Welcome back everyone, this is Boom12344 here, coming back to you with a submarine tutorial. This tutorial is going to be based on a submarine. Submarine I built, it's a big submarine, but it includes all the signs, and I'm going to show you how to get through them. So basically this is the conning tower for the submarine. You got the radar on the helm. Let's just skip all this schnizzle. Right. Basically, for a submarine, you're going to need first things first, you're going to need a ship plot, and you're going to need a torpedo bay. Torpedoes are pretty easy to make. You just put them in this kind of way with the reloads. And I put 3 systems in this submarine, and I got 4 side systems and 1 rear system. On a normal submarine that normal players will be making, they will be usually ship 1 to ship 3, and they will only be able to include front and back torpedoes. If you manage to fit side torpedoes, then well done. So in here we have the helm and the 2 advanced signs and the normal signs. Now I'm going to walk you through how to use the main signs that will make a submarine dive and basically be a submarine. Now, having the submarine sign is one thing, and then having these 2 signs is another. The sub-drive sign would allow you to drive underwater if you are using diesel engines. This will switch the diesel engines to electric engines, and then they will power the submarine through the water. Bear in mind that the submarine engines may always have the speed halved when they switch into electric mode. So if you're going to dive, make sure your sub-drive sign is activated, otherwise your submarine will stop dead in the water. Now, the second sign is the newly added sign by Maximus Payne, which has been added not too long ago. It's the ballast tanks. This sign basically allows the submarine to flood. It's like a ballast tank kind of idea. So you place end stone inside the submarine. So you're going to place a couple of end stone blocks in the submarine, and these blocks will flood. Well, not actually turn into water, but they will technically flood, and they will make the submarine heavier and less buoyant, and then the submarine will start to go underwater. Now, the main 4 functions of ballast tanks is when you activate the submarine, the ballast tank first says closed, and then the ballast tank will say. Then when you right click, it will say flood. Right click again, it will say blow, and then right click again, it will say equalize. Flood is basically simple. It floods the ballast tanks, and then blow will blow the water out, allowing the submarine to resurface by making it more buoyant. The equalize sign basically equalizes the water pressure in the tanks, so then you can utilize this sign a bit better, because this sign also allows you to put the planes up and put the planes down, which allows you to control your submarine better and completely forget about this sign, which you will need later on if you know how to use a submarine. After you equalize the ballast tanks, of course, then you can put the planes down, get to your recommended diving depth. This submarine's diving depth is recommended at 46, because the conning tower being so high has to be further underwater, which also puts it at risk of hitting objects, which is bad. But you need to have REIs. The other recommended signs that you're going to need is a sonar sign. This sign allows you to detect ships underwater, like other submarines, and other ships. The other sign that you're going to need is a radar sign, and this allows you to detect the ships above the water, but note that this does not work underwater, so it usually works for surfaced. Hydrophone works underwater and above water, so you're okay with that one. Navigation sign, that works under and over. Launcher sign, I don't know why I have that there, don't need that. There are 4 types of engines for a submarine. You can use, well, four main types of engines for submarines. You got diesel 1, diesel 2, diesel 3, and a nuclear engine. Nuclear engine propels the sub through the water at maximum speed, so the speed does not halve at all. Diesel engines, on the other hand, their speed will halve every time you switch the sub drive sign down. Another recommended thing you have on a submarine is that you have reloads. Reloads are one of the most important things on a submarine, as if you shoot the torpedoes and you have no reloads, you're in some trouble. The next part that you're always going to need on a submarine is the periscopes. Now, periscopes are made by placing a gold block down Periscopes are made by placing a gold block down like this, and then going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They always have to be 5 high. If they're not 5 high, the periscope will not work. And then by coming down further into the submarine, you also need this sign for the periscope to work. You'll need either below, behind, in front, to the side, or to the other side of this gold block, a lever if you wish to pull the periscope down for stealth, and the block of iron does not have to be iron, it can be any other block. And you're going to need a post or iron or any other block you want, and then you'll need to place the sign periscope underneath the lever, or just on any block that's underneath the gold block or near the gold block. And you then right click on the sign and it will shoot you up to the top of the periscope and allow you to navigate the submarine from here, or just allow you to see above water or have a better viewpoint of any other ships that might be coming your way. Tune into the next video for a tutorial for an actual video tutorial on how to use the signs in an actual situation. See you next time.